Hello and welcome. My name is Osama and this is my wife's old laptop, which has been sitting idle for a long time. I'm going to try and refresh this 8-year-old HP 15 notebook PC. It has broken body and bezels, which have been repaired many times. The hinges are broken and they are very stiff. The display wires are visible and strangely they are going over the hinge, which is very unusual. It has a cheap replacement keyboard installed which is not working. The device is filled with deep scratches. Visible signs of broken frame shows that the device have been dropped multiple times and was greatly mishandled in the past. Also, the laptop does not charge. The plan is simple. To save this device from going to e-waste, I will disassemble it, I will fix its broken parts, clean it thoroughly from the inside and do some upgrades to make it ready for normal daily tasks. So let's start with the disassembly.
Today, I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
These older versions of HP are very easy to disassemble. The battery and CD reader comes out easily, and with a few screws at the bottom, I can remove the keyboard and the trackpad assembly.
But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
This is an entry-level budget device launched back in 2015. This laptop has a 4th generation Core i3 processor of 1.7 GHz with 2 cores. It comes with 4 GB of RAM and hard disk of storage up to 500 GB. The specs, even with today's standards, are not that bad for conducting daily tasks. I just have to be a little careful over here. The trackpad is in fairly decent shape.
I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
The bottom housing is badly damaged from weak areas, and the hinge support in some places are glued to the casing.
As you fade away, as you fade away.
Out come the fan and the LED connector.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why.
With this last ribbon out of the way, I have successfully removed the motherboard. After removing the internals, I have to put some weight to continue disassembling the LCD panel. But let me remove these sweaty gloves first. And with removing few bottom screws, the whole panel comes out easily. The laptop was only charging when the charging cable is plugged in at a certain angle. You see, the laptop charging port had its internal ripped off, which was resulting in failed connectivity. This needs to be replaced. LCDs are very fragile and it shouldn't have survived this drop, but luckily it did. I would suggest anyone who's planning a similar disassembly to take extra care. Both the hinge support are broken. I'm surprised to see that someone copper welded broken supports to give them some life. I have to order some parts. I will try to source used parts from eBay. The top bezel is also not workable at all. It's been repaired multiple times. And with these wires out of the way, I have completed the disassembly. I found these parts very cheap on eBay. I will share a list of my total expenses on the right side of the screen. I also found used identical hinges in perfect condition. An original keyboard which is much better than the one installed. I also got a used 250GB SSD and 4GB RAM stick in very good condition at a cheap price. For cleaning, I'm using my wife's old makeup brush, a pack of cotton buds and 99.9% isopropyl alcohol.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
For the keyboard, I first used the brush to clean any dust, flipped it to get the dirt and debris out, and cleaned every key with the help of alcohol and cotton bud.
I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread, with every word that I've said. Supposed to feel. How's it supposed to feel?
For the top LCD back panel, I took some time to clean it thoroughly. After getting it clean, I did a small repair for the hinge cover. I used very little super glue at one side to make it stronger. For cleaning the LCD, I used some anti-static lens cleaner first to clean the visible stains and deposit, and then I used alcohol swabs for deep cleaning. Later I used a microfiber cloth to give it a final clean. It still has a lot of deep scratches and marks, but it looks way cleaner than before. The fan seems to be recently cleaned and was not too dirty. I used the same brush and alcohol cleaning method to clean it thoroughly. I used alcohol and tissue to first take out the old flaky thermal paste and then washed the heatsink. For cleaning the processor and GPU, I first used a dry tissue to take off as much as I can easily, and then with the help of a cotton bud and alcohol, I brought mirror-like finish to apply the new thermal paste. This is new thermal compound which will help bring noticeable difference in improving thermal numbers. I applied a small amount and with even pressure on the heatsink will help dissipate it effectively. It's a good idea to replace the 8-year-old CMOS battery. I replaced it with a brand new one. And now I will reassemble the rest of the remaining stuff. It's time for the first upgrade. I added a 4GB DDR stick, improving the RAM capacity up to 8 GBs. And now it's time for the next major upgrade. The SSD is in and it will significantly improve the boot times and performance. The new keyboard is in and it looks really good. These two screws are for the keyboard and will go first, followed with a CD cleaner. And with this last piece, the assembly is complete. I have managed to turn this old laptop in a working device. The body looks like new. The hinges work perfectly. It boots up really quickly. It charges perfectly. Battery still gives a 2-hour backup, which is not much but is enough to do some light tasks on the go. The keyboard feels great and the overall experience with the Windows 10 is amazing. So guys, that's all for today. May the Almighty keep everyone blessed and I hope you have all enjoyed the video and goodbye for now.